Hey guys, how are you all going? My name is Simpzy and welcome to Season 3 of my FIFA 15 Bolton Wanderers Road to Glory Career Mode. This is Episode 7. Now in today's episode, to start off, we have a simulation match against Lyon. Now after the win against Valencia, we managed to go through the group stage and Lyon are currently sitting on 2 points, 1 or 2 points, I can't quite remember. But with that draw, even though that we drew against them, we managed to go through in the Champions League. We do manage to get allocated 15 million. So we are in the round of 16 against Juventus. So a lot of good quality teams. I would have preferred to like burst Benfica, but looking at all those sides, even like FC Porto and CSKA Moscow, they are just quality teams. So much squad depth and European football experience. It's going to be very interesting to see how we go. So we got out of the group stage, but it's going to be interesting to see if we beat Juventus. Now I did ask the board for some additional money, so we roughly have about 20 million in the pot to spend in January. Absolutely fantastic. Looking at the stats here for the squad report, Patrick Roberts has gone up a +3. Same with Wilson, Odegaard, and Enes Uno only a 2. Max Clayton, my God, he has just been absolutely phenomenal the last couple of episodes. He seems to be a fan favourite. It's good to see Townsend and Sebastian going up a little bit, and it's just good to see some of the players enjoying the club. Now, Muller here, he's 53 rated, 23 years of age. I do need to make some room to sign some pre-contracts and make my money in the future. And I don't know if it's in this episode or maybe the next, but we have a sensational pre-contract signing. But we do have some Premier League ones here. Oliver Giroud would have been a good candidate. Mikel Arteta. And as you see on the screen there, you get a little bit of a hint. We are currently negotiating with Bayern Munich to sign the one and only Mario Götze. And if we could pick up Götze on a pre-contract, imagine him for next season. We have been negotiating with PSG's Zlatan Ibrahimovic as well. Dani Alves, Jose Enrique, 85 overall, Kabay, Song. But I made the decision to sign Mario Götze, 88 overall, 24 years of age. What a phenomenal signing. He's going to be that key man in centre mid. And it's going to it's going to be interesting to see what happens to especially Patrick Roberts, Odegaard and Ayu's future. Connor here, 21 years of age, 68 overall, wants to go on a short-term loan to Madrid. I don't know why Madrid are interested in his services. Maybe they want to test him out a little bit and see they might put him in the youth team or whatnot. We managed to get an offer here from Swansea City for Enes Uno. No way I'm going to sell him to Swansea City. But after our performances, I thought I'd try and nag the board for as much money as possible, and they do manage to give me a little bit more, just under 3 million there. But in today's episode, guys, we have 2 matches. The first of which is against Chelsea, and then later on we have a match against Arsenal. So 2 matches down in London. We're going to be spending the next couple of weeks there, obviously at Stamford Bridge and the Emirates. But I don't know if you saw in the transfer negotiations, I don't know if his first name is it Zach or Jack. I'm not really too sure what his first name is. I think it might be Jack. Jack Grealish has signed for PSG. The Irish-born, I don't know if he's even Irish-born. I just know that he can either play for England or Ireland. Huge talent at Aston Villa and a career mode favourite, I do know for a fact. But let's get into the match against Chelsea here. Doing well in the Champions League. Luckily we didn't get put up against any Premier League sides. But Hazard on the ball manages to find Costa, who finds Oscar. And this is going to be probably one of the most humiliating goals I've ever conceded in the Road to Glory career mode. Just look at this. Hazard making the play. Diego Costa finds Oscar. And he kind of like... oh, he doesn't really bicycle kick. He kind of like half scissor volleys it. And Masip just sprays his hands up in the air. And we didn't do well earlier in the season against Chelsea, to be perfectly honest. But Enes Uno, 35 yards out, gets his shot off at Courtois and misses narrowly there. But Oscar on the ball, back to Costa, dictating the play, finds Eden Hazard, the Belgium, just tearing up my defence, and he was really, really unlucky not to score there. And Chelsea were just dominating me in this match, to be perfectly honest. They're probably the best, strongest team in the competition. But Odegaard on the ball manages to get a penalty just before the 42nd minute. Wilson steps up. and he pulls it straight at Peter Cech. My bad, I think I said Courtois before. But Eden Hazard on the ball here, tearing up my defence, pulls it back to Costa, and Masip manages to spill it on his hands, but managed to regain himself just. Martin Odegaard on the break here, manages to make it 1-1 just before the 59th minute. It's good to see, like, if we can get some sort of goal, it's not an embarrassment. If we go 0-0 or we get smashed. But a superb ball there from Enes Unal. And Martin Odegaard there claiming another one for his Bolton Wanderers Road to Glory career. But Ramirez on the ball, currently sitting on a yellow card. Oscar, who scored that amazing scissor kick before. They managed to bring on their newly Madrid-signed man, Karim Benzema, who was offside, thankfully for me. But Oscar again, trying to claim his second. He does. He makes it 2-1 at the bridge just before the 78th minute. It was Juan Cuadrado who was dominating the play last match. But it seems like it's the Oscar show at the moment. Willian slapping him on the hand and Fabregas coming in. Decent performance from Chelsea, and will we be able to get one sort of equaliser? Marouane Fellaini on the ball, trying to create something, back to Enes Unal, breaks away! Nearly, but he puts it straight at Cech's hand, and Chelsea managed to claim the 3 points. But let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always curious to know your predictions. How do you think I'm going to go in the Champions League? I'm going to segue back to the Premier League. Who do you think is going to win the Premier League? Where do you think I'm going to finish? Who do you think is going to be top goal scorer of the Premier League? And who do you think is going to pick up manager and player of the season? My predictions from the start, and this might be inaccurate. I said from the group stage, I didn't think we'd get past the group stage, and if we did, we only get far as the round of 16. You just have to see those matches against Juventus coming up later on in the season. But I want to try to hit top 4, obviously, in the Premier League, so I can get Champions League football again for next season. Or if it's European football, I don't particularly mind. But James Wilson here nearly scores a phenomenal goal. Manages to get his left foot finesse up. And I do feel like he's very much like Van Persie. I don't know, I just felt like his left... I just was given so much space. I wanted to see if I could expose his left foot there. But Fellaini on the ball, back to Odegaard, manages to get his shot off at Ospina. And we were dominating Arsenal here, but we just couldn't seem to put anything into the back of the net. But my defender here finds Fellaini, my left back, Keatley, I think his name is. And Marouane Fellaini scores a screamer just before the 76th minute to make it 1-0. And that was really the only decent finish of the game. We just couldn't seem to break down Ospina, and Fellaini slots it into the top left. He's not really known for his goal scoring ability, more of his defense and his heading, and just his overall presence in that defensive line. But that was the winner. Marouane Fellaini scored an absolute crazy goal. Patrick Roberts tried to create something as well, but fired it off Ospina, and he managed to save quite comfortably. But guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And my name has been Simpzy, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye guys. Thanks.